spot, we're going to be having a look at Transformers Animated Optimus Prime. This Optimus Prime is in his Cybertron mode, as featured in the single episode of Transformers Animated. And I'm trying to remember the actual episode, but it was the first appearance of Black Arachnia. So if we have a quick look at the packaging. A couple people have asked me why I spend so much time on packaging. I'm not going to spend too much time on these packages, just because I've actually, they're all the same, so I'm not going to. But we get nice packaging with Optimus Prime down below. On the back of the packaging, the other figures in the wave are, of course, the Cybertron Optimus Prime, which I will be reviewing, the Prowl, Bumblebee, which I've already reviewed, and Lockdown, each sold separately. So there you go. There's packaging on Optimus Prime. It didn't take too long at all, did I? What I'm going to do is I'm going to reopen Optimus Prime here, and we will get a closer look at Optimus Prime. Stay tuned. Now that he's out of the package, let's get a closer look at Optimus Prime. As you can see, he comes with his energy axe, as he's seen within the cartoon. Now the energy axe isn't quite accurate, I would say, to the cartoon. It's a little bit smaller, and obviously it's a double blade. You can actually take the blades and fold them together, and you can actually bring out the propulsion. And then he gets, I mean, it's a little more accurate than it was before. Still fairly small, though, I would say, compared to what he should be having in the cartoon. There is apparently a fans project, and I don't know if they ended up releasing it yet, but there was a fans project show accurate axe that was coming out for this Prime. If you can't get your hands on that, I would definitely say the axe you'd want to be using is the axe that comes with the Earth Mode Prime and Megatron 2-pack. I really didn't like that there was battle damage all over Prime. It had like the black, it was like black tar almost. But he definitely came with a better looking axe. And I would definitely say if you have that 2-pack, you probably would be wanting to use this axe with this Prime. This axe actually can be displayed at the back of his trailer during transformation when he's in truck mode. I just usually leave it out. Now in the way of his truck mode, as you can see, rolls pretty well. I mean, he's got two sets of tires on the front, or one set of tire, because one set would be two. And then he's got two wheels on the back here. It is interesting to see that he doesn't actually have back wheels, but instead he's actually got back treads. So there you go. Give you guys a detailed look at the front. I actually like the front of the truck. It is neat looking. It looks like it could be Cybertronian, while still kind of maintaining that look of the classic Prime. Obviously he's got the red and then the blue. So there you go. In the way of his transformation, and let's see if we do this right. I'm going to take the shield off. Now, I just spoiled it, but basically you would take off the top of the trail. This will become his shield. So now that I put that aside there. In the way of his transformation, however, you can fold these pieces back. And would you actually believe that this is the second time I've transformed this Prime? I already did the review of him, and the review was so terrible that I opted just to kind of leave it off and delete it and do it all over again, because I wasn't happy with the way the transformation went. I really botched the video. But basically you want to fold the arms out like this. Then you want to take the trailer end of it and you want to rotate that. And I know I've already screwed this up somehow. Let's have a look here. There we go. You want to fold this part up, and you want to fold this cabin down, and there you see his nice Prime cartoon look. And as you can see, there's a little peg here that sits into that little square notch. And then once that's in place, then his chest isn't going to go anywhere. If you can snap it into place, that is. Now, somebody asked me why I don't do reviews of Transformers. This is basically the reason why. I mean, like I said, I transform Transformers pretty good when I'm just sitting in front of the television or what have you. I find though when it comes to the point of transforming them, you want to just move these arms down. When it comes to transforming them on camera, you have a time limit that you got to get these guys done for, and as a result, I find it just never works out the way you want it to. And you just want to move the arms out like that. And the one part I had when I made the last video, the part I had problems with was the legs. You have to take the legs and actually extend them outward, and I kept having the legs pop out and they were falling off on me. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to do the video all over again. So this is basically what you're getting now. And that is, in a nutshell, Optimus Prime. You're just going to fold these back pieces down. There you go. Not too bad, eh? Really, really like the look of Prime. I mean, now you can take these pieces and rotate them. I guess that is right. So there you go. Some people have criticized that his arms are kind of almost like a kind of monkey positioned. I mean, they're arched in forward, like he should be walking on his hands. I actually don't think they're that bad. I mean, they're pretty. It's a nice mold. And I will say the nice thing about Transformers animated toys is the fact that for the most part they're pretty much kibble free. I mean, every part from the truck turned into the robot, and you're not getting a lot of excess kibble. So that is always a plus for me. There is a little notch on the side here that you can actually rotate around. When you have that rotated around, you can take the shield that I spoiled earlier, and there's a little peg on the side. You can take that peg and peg it into the hole, just like kindergarten, eh guys? And then you basically have a shield. We'll put the axe in the other hand. Hey! Now he's ready to kick some Decepticon behind. But really, really like this figure. This was, even though Bumblebee was the first Transformers animated figure I reviewed, Prime was the first toy that I bought, at least for Transformers animated. And for the price point, I think he was about $9. He was 8 something. Definitely say worth it though. If you guys can find him, and you probably will have to look on eBay and stuff to get him now, but definitely a really cool figure. The one part of the figure that I don't like, and it's not really the figure end of it, is that you can take the shield off, and you can take the axe off. There we go. Stay. Now he's not going to stand for me. There you go. You can actually take the shield end of it, and you can bring those out, and I think there's a part there's a way that you can have the shield. I think it's basically like this, I think, and then he holds the shield. I think it's kind of silly, really, and I just dropped the handle, so I won't show you guys that. But I mean, it's not bad. Definitely not the selling point of Prime. I have to say though, the face, and coming from a G1 kid, I love the original Transformers. I really, really didn't like the fact that you could see Prime's mouth, but actually, as you watch the cartoon, at least I did, I find I really warmed up to the fact that you don't see the mouth plate. I prefer it more now without the mouth plate. That's not to say I like the movie Prime. I think the movie Prime should have had the mouth plate, but needless to say, that's basically it in a nutshell. There's Prime. Really, definitely a figure I like. I mean, I'm definitely glad I picked up this Prime. Hope you guys enjoyed it. That was a toy spot on Transformers Animated Optimus Prime. And I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.